Okay, I think that's enough dawdling. I've just been trying to spend my sweet dear time making sure that all my socials have been notified, because that's always a hassle. Just scooch this down a bit. Dang, that took way longer than I expected. But then again, I also had to pee, so. Lens cap off. Where am I? Oh, oh, there I am. This always happens. I don't understand why. But yeah, I just wanted to say hey to everybody, including CSX, Bob and J, and CSX, and Jay Christensen, Amtrak Fan 19 if you are here, and Jacket Jail Fries. Anybody else I missed? Already said Afton. Already said Jacket Train, Jay Christian. Okay, so I guess that's pretty much everybody who's chatted so far. Just wanted to say hi. I don't know what you're playing. Oh, is it actually supposed to be pronounced that way? Because I thought it was supposed to be leet speak for JD. Because it does kind of look like JD. Anyway, so what has this week entailed? I've been working on the Q&A video after a long time procrastinating. Had a bunch of other stuff happen. This weekend's going to be busy because I need to work and finish the Q&A video. And what else was there? Needed to work on that. There was no King's March tomorrow. And tomorrow I'm supposed to receive the pre-order I had through Target of Legends ZA for from Pokemon, the Pokemon ZA game. It was supposed to be released worldwide the other day, but for some reason in Target's infinite wisdom, they only decided to start shipping it over the day that it was released instead of, having it delivered the day it was released. I don't know whose idea that was, but whoever it is, I really want to punch them in the face. Obviously, I won't do that, but you get the idea. Yeah, we're gonna start with office hours. This is where we left off, if I recall. So, with that said, we should be able to... We should be able to go to our first suggestion, which was CSX's posts. Market is community. If it'll work for me, hold up. It's acting up. Oh, gosh dang it. All these finicky tabs. Here it is. Here it is. Okay. Okay. And we should be able to get this up and running. Okay, that's better. Anything new in shorts? I don't think so. Yeah, nothing new here. Nothing new in playlists, probably posts. Every screenshot I have from this week. And I'm assuming this is from somewhere in Wales and has a bunch of trucks stacked on top of each other. And we got a weird grade crossing here. Flip a clip. This is from, I want to say last week, now that I think about it. Yeah, this is probably from last week. Yeah, it's from last week. Yeah, we're all, we're gonna get to it. We're just in office hours right now. So yeah, bunch of trucks. That looks like a friend button from the Golden Pyro, and I don't even know what on earth is going on in this picture. There's a lot to unpack. Here we have a bunch of DPs in their natural habitat. Anything else? Got that. Reopening Gala. That is a strange boxcar if I've ever seen one. But let's get a closer look, because we've got this goofy locomotive in the background. We've got this avatar for Roblox, which is cursed in its own right. We've got, like I said, GP units in their natural habitat foraging on grass. We've got another angle of that Gevo type logo, I think, which that is a very bright blue if you ask me. We've got this weird crossing covered in grass, which it's not supposed to do that. And here it is from, I'm assuming, a different angle. Here we got somewhere in Wales, but we've got a giant again. This time with an axe in their head, which is cursed in its own right. And we've got the Max train, which I can't fault you for that. That's extra brownie points in my book, even if the boxcar itself is kind of cursed with the trucks seemingly made from very basic polygons and flat surfaces. Guys, I got great news. The crossing in my game works now. Trains used to get stuck, but I managed to fix it, which is good for you. Let's see. Flip a clip. Oh, not much in the way of progress on that front. Oh, yeah, don't worry. Let's see, who else is next? Let's go with Bob and JD. Any new posts here? We've got Meep. We've got, I don't know what that is. That's got trains. That's from last week. And then red t-shirt. Here's my drawing for my Halloween profile pic, which I don't know what to make of that. Anyone else having trouble with their version of Conduct This for iOS or Android? Because for some reason it's not recognizing my subscription. Yeah, it's on Android, not just iOS. And this is from last week. Yeah, it's from last week. And Jacket Jail Fries as well. Unless you don't want me to do it today and want me to wait until you get to cook some more. Oh yeah, nothing's changed. And if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing changed at all? But yeah, here's a link to Tram Train. I'm going to make a video about it. It is the EP2K Electric, which that is a locomotive of all time. That is a locomotive of all time. That's all I can say. We've got Meep over here. What the train doing? Good question. I don't know. Let's take a closer look. Oh boy. I don't know what game this is. Is this Roblox 2? But we got our Zero Series Shinkansen just kind of hanging out. 2 OCs in 1 vehicle. Sapphire and Ruby, and a high-speed train. I think the only thing that's cursed about this is just, I don't know, being a work in progress. I stole your vocal cords. Can't speak. Yeah, okay, that's cursed in its own right. Now, I'm not wondering, I'm sorry. I'm wondering what's up with this. I think the only thing that's cursed is that is Roblox. And the running gear's kind of goofy looking. But yeah, I think that's going to be everything there. We should be able to double check to make sure I didn't miss anything on Benny Boy's Discord. Just scroll up for a sec. Benny Boy, Benny Boy, Benny Boy. Curse trains. Oh my gosh. Why do I not remember that? But this... I don't even know where to begin with this. Concept of a passenger locomotive. That has nothing to do with passengers, in my opinion. Completely handmade in old school Photoshop 5.5, circa 1996. Oh dear. Oh dear. RFFSA. We got a bunch of people just kind of photoshopped in as an afterthought. We got quite a lot of things going on here that are worth unpacking, because we can see that they cut out the plow and the wheels and a bunch of other stuff, and they just pasted it in. There are some other details that seem to have been cut and pasted as well, but they were recolored in one shape or form. Which, okay, I guess. But yeah, this is super duper cursed. It's a diesel loco, but it's a passenger loco of all things. So we got that going on. Amtrak Fan 19 again. This time with the Flying 101, a TSW3 meme. If we can take a quick look here. It just... Okay, that's good, that's good. That's definitely cursed. Hey, Xandalator. Alright, take your time. Let's see... We've got LTEX. Is a PD40C. Which, yeah, that is a paint scheme of all time. We've got the California Zephyr, but it's got Amtrak California livery, which, not gonna lie, it actually looks kind of okay. It's just weird looking, knowing that it's a California Zephyr car, which are supposed to be orange. We got a repost. And cursed Southern Pacific units, including this one, with an Amtrak Sprinter from Siemens, and the Southern Pacific, but it's gay. +2. I approve of this. Nope, that's the wrong tab. What I needed to do was bounce back over here to Train to Thoughts Discord! And you know what that means. Oh, where did I put the fish button? Oh, there it is. Fish. I don't know. How does anything be anything these days? Where did I leave off? I feel as though... Oh gosh, boy. It did not remember where I left off, so I guess we're gonna have to bounce back a bit. Ah, this is where we left off. I already deleted my Roblox accounts from like 2004, 2006, or what have you. But yeah, it was... I guess I could make another one, but I'm not in the mood for it. I'm just in the position where I'm here to look at stuff from Train of Thought's Discord. Go check out Train of Thought's YouTube channel. Go check out his Discord. Go check out his Twitter at TrainFactsGuy. All these and more will be in the description down below. If you join the Discord, you can submit your own curse trains. And if you follow the rules, you'll be able to post them at least once every 6 hours. And if you don't follow the rules, then you can't post there, and or you will get banned. So yeah, don't do that. Follow the rules. Okay, so here it is again, with Gunter the TOT breaker. Concepts for a passenger locomotive. Now, what's the difference between this image and the other one? If it'll even load for me. That's how cursed it is. Agoo. Okay. So yeah, the other one's not going to load for me, but it looks like it's the same one over again. We've got ourselves Nothing Beats a Jet 2 Holiday from Hoya Fanboy 1930s. And that is top 10 pictures taken right before disaster. Talk about Conrail quality. We've got whatever this is. I'm assuming in Germany. German Reichsbahn Class 1. Class 61, 1935. 2 were produced. Yeah, that doesn't seem right. This isn't what that is, but this is something similar in nature. I don't know what it is. For some reason, my connectivity seems to be at issue, and I'm not exactly sure why. But we should be able to take a quick look at this. We got a tank car and a diesel loco for what I assume is in the post-war era for the Deutsche Bundesbahn. And I don't know how you fail that hard. But somebody called Amphibious Rock replied saying, "Oh, a penny." Meanwhile, the Rusty Boy from New Zealand, posted by Hex. And oh my gosh, that is disgusting. I don't know how it survived in the corrosive ocean that long. And it's even weirder still because it seems to be a traction logo of some sort. So we've got gears in this thing. Here's a better view of it, in my opinion. I'm just astonished that a lot more of it hasn't rusted away. I have a strange feeling it's been in the water for the better part of 100 years. And here it is being towed out of the ocean! With this giant excavator, which has had its scoop removed. And for some reason, it's towing this little plow thingamajig here. Let's see. The title says it all. XD. It needs some WD-40 tune-up and a repaint. It's going to need more than WD-40, my brother in Christ. Anyway, Panzer Fox also says, "Ah, yes, they dug that one up too, missing the photo of what it looked like before it was buried." Bruh. I can't imagine what that contrast must be like. We've got O-Scale, I'm assuming from Lionel, from Railfan Loy, and it's Southern Railways, but it's the MTA subway car for some reason. I don't know why they need a fantasy scheme for that. I'm not sure about that. Let's take a quick look at it. Okay, yeah, this is funny. It's such an adorable costume. And he's got another one too. Absolutely blurst. Let me just pause this for a sec while we go on to the next one. Baltimore and Ohio Davis 10-wheeler. 110 were produced? Holy, that's a lot. But yeah, I think Train of Thought made a video about this. This was a banking engine, if memory serves correctly. It still looks weird. Just absolutely bonkers for a locomotive of this kind. I don't know what that chick's doing on there. And we've got some open cars for storing liquid. And we got 217 here. A photo from the Baltimore and Ohio Railway Museum. And here it is in the shed. But yeah, Camelback locomotives for Baltimore and Ohio by J.C. Davis stood in the tradition of locomotives from Ross Swinton's, based on the Hayes 10-wheeler built from 1854. Long narrow firebox for burning anthracite coal, although The large cab was enclosed. The fireman had to walk out of it to access the firebox. The stack was a tall parallel tube. Where did I lost track. Tube that was not located at the front of the smoke box, but far back directly in front of the cab. Oh, isn't that normally how it is? Oh, no. I take that back. Its position's correct. It's just the cab is in a weird position. That's what it's trying to say. Anyway, well, all 17 were built off their predecessor. A total of 110 10 were manufactured between 69 and 73.
Nice.
They'd come out of Montclair shops in Baltimore. Originally numbered... number 173, originally numbered 373, has survived until today and is one of the only 5 remaining Camelbacks. It was donated to the Purdue University by Baltimore and Ohio in 1901. 50 years later, it was donated to the Museum of Transportation in St. Louis, Missouri. There's been on static display before it started to cosmetically restore it again in 2017. Okay. We got some cursed plushies here. Don't turn me into a marketable plushie. Oh, and hi, J2, welcome to the stream. Just looking at cursed trains from Train of Thought's Discord, as usual, and... Inflatable Thomas can't hurt you. He can't scare you. He's not real. The Inflatable Thomas Bouncy Castle. Okay, this one isn't as bad as the other one. This is... I think we've seen this before, but it doesn't make it any less cursed. Oh boy, have you walked into something. RK315 asks, how the hell did this happen? And I don't know. Skill issue? Meanwhile, Revenge, instead of Revenge, has this thing. I have many questions. Is this supposed to... Is this for some sort of a celebration that they turned this rail bus into something that looks like an old German cottage? Or did they just take a rail bus, strip it all down, and then slap a building on top of it? I have many questions and no answers. Beachy Head been freaky, which, yeah, I'm gonna skip that. We've got Trains Magazine with the merger of the Union Pacific and Norfolk Southern. And I don't know how to feel about that. We've got this classic repost from Railfan Loy with a speeder that has Toby's face on it. I think it's a repost, though, but I can't know absolutely for sure. Oh, you did? Oh, maybe, Birdie. I guess. I don't know. The Chapman Chain Locomotive, posted by Butts McGee. Let's take a quick look at that, please. Because here it is in CG. In glorious 1080p. Is this muted? Oh, it is muted. Oh my gosh, it's even worse than I thought. Because it actually relies on that chain to actually move back and forth. How on earth is this thing supposed to work on switches? Follow the YouTube channel, thanks but no thanks. But yeah, I have heard of funny funicular trains. I have heard of cog railway trains. But I have not ever in my time seen a train that maintains traction using a chain that it picks up and then puts down to pull itself back and forth. I'm not saying it wouldn't work, I'm just saying it might not be practical. Let's see, every railfan's dream, and it's just a switcher on their driveway from Hoya Fanboy 1930s. This is either a really good Photoshop or this thing is real, which I am thinking the former instead of the latter. J2! Hey, that's you! I made a Lego render of this guy too. The link above is also in 3D. And you know, that just sounds fantastic to me. If it'll load. Loading files. Look at my car. You guys have cars. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so... Ooh. I am thoroughly impressed. Like, I do not have the wherewithal to be able to do this, in my opinion. Not to say it's impossible for me to make something like this, or rather, design it. It's a little goofy that you use the sword foils over here for the running gear, and you manage to get a very small profile for the rods over here. I'm very impressed by that. I was wondering, though, where I would get all those parts, though, because I know where the hooks can come from. Any old minifigure with pirate claws or hooks would do for that. I don't know how you got the program, though, to actually have illegal builds like this, with this connection to this little bar here, but if it works, it works. And back here at the tender, we've got... We've got some good stuff back here as well. Excellent construction. I'm not sure if you can scoot this little pantograph bit a little higher, but it works. That's what matters. And it's exponentially better than anything I have ever built. 10 out of 10. I do question, though, how I would add lights to it. Let's see. Hoya Fanboy 1930s with the Lionel 238E torpedo moment. Don't mind him, he's just gaming. And sleeping. He needs to get ready for the torpedo run. You know, tomorrow. Oh, this one's weird. Ferrocarril de Matanzas, number 32, from Cuba, 1878. 1878, sorry. From Panzer Fox, only one was produced. Apart from their standard gauge network, the Ferrocarril de Matanzas also operated 3 narrow gauge lines with a gauge of 2 feet 6 inches. After number 31, with the wheel arrangements of 244T, was delivered by Rogers in 1875, they ordered number 32 as a 266T. It was shipped to Cuba in November 23rd of 1878, and carried the work number 2504. It had drivers with a diameter of 33 3/4 inches and cylinders of 13.5 by 16 inches. Some sources also state a cylinder diameter of 13 inches, though. And he's just a little goober. Yeah, that's the other thing that I thought would be a bit of a challenge. Is it technically a 40? I was thinking it was like some sort of corruption of a Farley. Not a 40. Hey, Panzer Fox. Oh, okay. Would you prefer I say Panzer Fox still, or Franz the Fox Demon? Yeah, that I would imagine that would be the case. J2. I do wish, though, and wonder if this actually survives somewhere, because it's too blurst to not continue existing. Oh, okay. A van dressed up as a Japanese DD-51 diesel locomotive. Thanks, I hate it. I am impressed though they added the extra lights, so it might be a case of poor taste, good execution. Yep, there an attempt was made, and that's what matters. Let's see, James the Red Engine. Why am I reading this backwards? I don't think axles are meant to do that. You think? Oh boy, I don't know how something like this happens in your game. And here you are once again with the Localbahn AG number 895 from the German Reichsbahn ET-194 from 1930. Only one was ever produced. One of the secondary lines in Bavaria operated by the LAG was the one between Turkheim and Bad Wörishofen. This line had already been electrified with 550-volt DC when it opened in 1896. After the original two passenger rail cars, the LAG built a two-axle freight rail car from an old baggage car. The electric equipment came from an SSW, and like its predecessors, it had two traction motors with 55 kilowatts each and reached up to a top speed of 40 kilometers an hour. The Reichsbahn numbered ET-194. Number 11, it was in use until 1939 when electric service was discontinued. After this, it came to the Bad Aibling Feilbach line, but it was only stored until it was finally scrapped in 1947. Oh, that's unfortunate. We lost a little bit of history there. Okay, so that's why this one's colored, because it's game rendering. Though I think that's a period of time I don't necessarily want to recreate. Textures and models by Sky Joe for Transport Fever. Oh, okay. Let's see what Harris is up to. Because, ooh. A British locomotive, but it's got outside running gear. And, of course, it has to have the spooky skeleton up at the front smoke box. You take care. Let's see, Amtrak Fan 09 with the Edison Electric Goblin, which I gotta say, that's kind of a repost. Yeah, bad to the smoke box. But yeah, just gonna mark that as a repost. What the E259 Narita Express train would look like if its gangway door was opened. Wait, so this isn't actually what it looks like in real life with the gangways set up? I'm imagining this is what it's supposed to look like, but I want to verify it's an actual image. Images. Load for me, please. Okay, so I do see one result. And it's from Pinterest, because of course it is. And it's not showing up. How unfortunate. Except it is here. So we got it here. Here it is open. So I can't verify that it's a real image with this. Let's try... Can we try exact matches? Oh, 16 years ago. From Axis Magazine. Let's translate this bad boy into English. The press unveiling of the new train cars took place at JR's Rolling Stock Center in Kamakura City. One particular eye-catching brand new car is what officials are calling the E259 series. So yeah, this is a real image with a gangway open. Here's a side view, or a different, slightly angled view. The other one's 45. This is like 20 something. But yeah, that's impressive. It certainly feels like it. Mean Metal Mike with Goober. And yeah, that is definitely a goober of all time. And it's working in an orchard, no less, it seems. Hey, Crazy Train Motive, welcome to this stream. Let's see, JR Freight Class M250. Two were produced circa 2002 for Japan. According to friends, the M250 series is a heavy freight hauling electric multiple unit operated by JR Freight, intended to haul long freight trains on major lines. Oh, this thing! Yeah, I posted this earlier. At first, it was manufactured in October 2002 and entered service in 2004. A total of 42 cars were manufactured by 2003, making up two sets of various spare parts. Each set is 16 cars long, comprising of two M250s and their powered trailer cars, as well as 6 additional sets of 2 trailer cars inserted in between. The locomotive and their trailer cars were manufactured by Kawasaki, while the other trailer cars were manufactured by Nippon Sharyo. As with most JR freight locomotives, these were given a nickname, the M250s being Super Rail Cargo due to their haulage capabilities. The locomotives are operated by Sagala Express, so they are EMUs like I suspected. And they do have funny little segments to store intermodal containers. Yes, a freight EMU. I kid you not. And here it is in full operation. It's astonishing to think this thing is still running, now that I think about it. And here's a recreation in a computer game I'm not sure of. But yeah, I did repost this, or posted this several months ago, if not a year ago. But it's totally understandable if... Oh, you have an EMU for fire and rescue services in Switzerland. Interesting. Are they cog railways too? Or cog locomotives or train sets? I'm having a brain fart. This is what I get for not eating dinner. The Impossible Challenge. Build Sodor in Play Rail. Meanwhile in Japan. From Hoya Fanboy 1930s. And this looks like either a ballroom or a basketball court. And I don't know how you did this, but knowing the very long history of Tomitech Play Rail in Japan, where it all started, it would not be hard to accumulate all these parts. And it's pretty dirt cheap, too, by comparison. But yeah, I'm not sure how to feel about... Oh my gosh! Squidward! But yeah, this is from Johnny. Absolutely mental to display a Kriegslok like this. Now, I recall there was a train that was upside down. Not this one, though. Absolutely not. Absolutely, completely not. And it's like a whole art piece instead of, I don't know. For some reason, I thought this was supposed to be like a pedestrian bridge, and they had like welded some metal plates on the top so people could safely navigate across it. But no, it's just a art installation that's completely rusted to... Yeah, this is what happens when you call your train dinner bone. Absolutely correct. Hoya Fanboy 1930s. Hold on a sec. There's some POV. My model train is getting an axle replaced. Probably a Second World War memorial art piece. Wait. From what I was told in another server, it is an art piece that represents the decline and misuse of industry. Interesting. But yeah, here's some weird stuff. With marketable plushies! Of all engines, go Thomas, which makes it even worse. In the kitty section, no less. But all hail the giant plushie. Meanwhile, we've got this advert. I don't know who came up with this. It looks ridiculous. Meanwhile, buddy, where's the rest of your train? A hot 700 series train without its passenger cars from Captain Hades. Let's go full screen it. There's a song on the station platform, "This Must Be Japan," as if the narrow gauge wasn't also an indication. Where's the rest of your train there, buddy? And of course they had to have not cut out this little bit here. That's the icing on the cake. Let's see, here we've got a classic repost of a locomotive that's perpendicular to the ground. I thought it was running late. Oh, running late, sorry. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe it was just going to the shop for some maintenance. Oh, yeah. Anyway, RK315, what do you got? I saw this advertisement today. Oh my gosh. What is Lionel up to again? But the Lionel digital catalog, we've got, I want to say this is a Yellowstone, but it's Halloween themed. For the Twilight Limited, we've got the Transylvania Railroad, which, yeah, that's not it. That's not it. Transylvania Railroad, kind of like from the film Young Frankenstein, with the Transylvania station. And we've got, of course, that one diesel loco, but it's Area 51 Railroad livery based. And we got some of the other classics down here that pay the bills. Yeah, they're at it again. Meanwhile, Lionel's October catalog is absolutely nothing great. So here it is without a paint job. We've got die-cast steel over here, I think, and then we got brass over here. Number 5399 was the most mechanically successful of the poppet valve experiments, leading to their inclusion in the T1 duplexes. Lima also took some liberties with a little streamlining on the running boards during the rebuild. Add in a front-end throttle cover and you're got yourself a unique K4. The 5399 received a usual front end and smokebox changes in the mid-40s, and we're offering both variations with appropriate period paint and lettering. But yeah, that looks expensive. Here it is in a fantasy scheme for Pennsylvania. Here it is probably more prototypical paint scheme. But yeah, that's just goofy looking. As should I. Oh, and of course, Polar Express. Why wouldn't they? With the 1226 instead of the 1225. In Spirit of America. Not that that existed. Wait, what are these prices? $2,099! Ooh. Ooh, it hurts. It hurts to look at. That price tag is unbearable. Well, I don't have a Discord Noi roast, but you can join Train of Thought's Discord where we're seeing all of these posts. That link is in the description, of course. Agree to the rules for the Cursed Trains channel, and you should be good to go. I wouldn't know Sleepy K4. Also, welcome to the stream. But yeah, here's the Delaware and Hudson, which not the worst thing. Western Pacific though, oh boy, does that pop? Like the contrasts and the color scheme, just wow. Wow. Yeah, the drifting scene's always goofy. We've got the Lion Chief Plus 2.0 Jet RDCs. RCD's nuts! Ah! But yeah, this is what the prototypical one looks like experimentally. Here's a fantasy scheme in the Santa Fe, which is cursed in its own right. Here it is in Pennsylvania, and of course we've got Blitzen for our Christmas theme. The old Polar Express K4 Lionel Maid looks better. Is that so? I hadn't paid attention. We got ourselves a silhouettes of the Roadrunner and Coyote in this one. For the Looney Tunes themed one, we've got the Mandalorian. That's even more cursed to see Disney intellectual property on Lionel trains of all things. Well, I can certainly do that at some point. Here we've got United States Railway Post Office streetcar and the American Celebration trolley for the St. Louis and Merrimack. Actually, no, wait. This is the St. Louis and Merrimack. This is the American Celebration. Never mind. I take that back. And here's the goofy Isla Mao Lion Chief Phantom logo and associated passenger car. Why is it... Hold on a sec. So we got the minimum curve of 031. Now the add-on coach, why is it so expensive? It's $200 for a single rail car. Oh, you'd be surprised. And of course, we've got Halloween-themed Hogwarts Express. Here we got the Cauldron, which has glowing ore of some sort. We've got the fast freight services and an additional Lunar Limited add-on passenger coach. Oh boy. Oh boy, I just can't unsee it. And here we've got our true absolute units. We've got the Twilight Limited for $2,299.99 USD. I just cracked my toes, sorry about that. With a minimum curve of 054 and an aluminum 18-inch passenger car 4-pack with some additional stuff over here. And it glows in the dark. Oh my gosh. Boy, if money was not an object, you know dang well I'd try to get a hold of it. Because it's just too goofy not to. And we got the HO Boxcar collection for World War II, specifically the Iwo Jima 80th anniversary, and Okinawa, as well as the 250th anniversary HO Boxcar. And yeah, that was a lot to unpack. We got Franz the Fox Demon at it again. 16th of the Twitter Living History Post series. January 22nd, 1921. An oddity submitted to the British Patent Office. A movable railway bridge to transport trains across water in areas too vast or treacherous for traditional bridge construction. Oh. Apparently they couldn't be bothered with just a barge. So we got the existing shore railway, a viaduct, a swing bridge to let boats through, the station for customs authorities, a swing bridge in the other direction, and a tower with an entire with an internal spiral railway that goes to the end of the tunnel over here. And over here, we have an entire locomotive that just serves as a bridge that just traverses the water. I don't know how it does it. I'm assuming this was supposed to be an alternative to the channel. I can't think of it as anything else. Maybe some people shouldn't be allowed to design things, but you know, sometimes you just gotta let them cook. And for some reason, we have this thing for use on beds in railway carriages. Pulley blocks are made fast and of bed to framework as shown. I don't know why you need a headrest attachment. Seems kind of impractical. Unless you want to have like an improvised chair. Trains between Station Island platform and the shore platform with its connecting railway. Increases stability for cars. The rims and the wheels are made hollow and partially filled with heavy materials such as mercury. Oh gosh! Sand or water. The rails are made of cast iron troughs filled with concrete. Oh boy. Like, I thought it was weird enough that there's the rail here, and then there's the guiding arms to keep it in place here because they couldn't be bothered with flanges. The Trackmaster Revolution Op Bridge. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, hey, it's you! It's J2 again! This is the most cursed thing I've made! Made from this as a basis. And it's a Garrett loco. Double track drifting. But yeah, multi-track drifting, baby. I swear I need to add that song to my soundboard, but I feel like it's gonna get claimed. Oh, it looks like we hit the end. But yeah, we should be able to take a look at the loco, because we can. I know, that's what makes it extra cool. But it's taking a while to load. Okay, there we go. There we go. I'm assuming we have to swap out these wheels too, like in the other one, for ones sold by Big Ben's Bricks. Because there'd be no other way this would work. But yeah, there's a reason they built these things. They were built for tight turns. And I think it's kind of interesting how we have, like, the lanterns in both directions that are both equally obnoxiously big. As is giving me a headache, but for a completely different reason. Yes? Am I lagging or having connectivity issues? Yeah, we are at the end of the images, but I've been informed that there are new images here from Jacket Jailfries on his Discord. Lonnie locomotive, built from a lawnmower in Roblox. Oh. And here it is from a different angle. Question is, can we make this real? And yes, that is technically a funny funnel. So for the first time in this stream, we get to spin the wheel. It's Blue Lobster Jump Scare! Oh no! Anything else here? I guess that technically counts as a funny funnel as well. Some of my friends that had no knowledge of trains tried to draw this one. This is the result. Okay. And oldest drawing I did of 020 I found on my camera roll. It is a pro. It is so done. And here we got another image of two trains that had a head-on collision. I think what this passenger car telescoped. Oh, the Freddy in Space anniversary. Boy, has the time flown. But yeah, we got 2 funny funnels, so let's go grab that picker wheel again. I don't think it's going to be very useful, though.
The Milwaukee Road.
Because we're practically at the end of stream. Unless there's somebody or something I was supposed to Google earlier. Because I do recall somebody wanted me to Google... Ah, yes! I was supposed to Google the thingamajig for the Pennsylvania Railroad. Yeah, let's see. Tomorrow is Saturday. Unless you're in Australia, in which case it already is Saturday. So let me go hop back to the void. So I can square that circle. Camera 3. Because I spun it twice and got 2 different things, I may as well try to make the most of it. This'll do. Yes. Anyway, let me bounce back over here. I have a lot of questions on that comment, Sleepy K4. Have I missed something in the, Have I missed something in the chat? Anyway, so, Lionel K4. Locomotive for the Pennsylvania. Legacy, 1361. Oh yeah, I see what you mean. I don't know what it is about the website for Lionel.com, but they always make it difficult to see the images. Insufferably so. But yeah, this is what I'd expect a K4. 1361. Over here in this corner, it does look kind of strange or out of character to just have this floating metal plate that's mounted to the smoke box, but I'm sure it's there for a reason. We got the little dynamo here, too. Wait, it's not a K4? It says K4 right here. Any other secrets that I've been missing out on? Because I just got pinged through Discord. No surprises here. So I think we're good in that front. But yeah, I can see what you mean. And I'm assuming this is another K4. This is the post-war style that I'm used to. Not as realistic, but you get the idea. This one looks nice, though. If it'll load for me. Oh, baby K4. Interesting. Yeah, we're gonna wrap up stream. So yeah, we almost got away with not spinning the wheel. Oh, right, because it's Evan Afton. Yeah, I forgot about that. Anyway, I want to thank you all for watching and stopping by to say hello, even if just for a moment. Yeah, we'll be here next week. More Halloween-themed Curse Train stuff. Yeah, I had to close all the tabs last time. I think that was a good thing, though. But yeah, don't forget, videos and streams only possible through the engagements and contributions of folks like you. I thank you for that. If you haven't already, like, share, subscribe with notifications on, add it to your favorites playlist. If you financially can, don't forget to become a channel member for 99 cents a month or a patron for the same amount, if not a little bit more. You can also donate to the Stream Elements link in the description below, which is preferred over Super Chats because Super Chats have part of it cut out for YouTube, whereas the Stream Elements link is 100% sent to me, basically. So yeah, I want to thank you all for watching. I will see you in the next stream, and until then, take care, stay awesome, stay true to yourself, and remember to never give up. Bye, everybody.